Okay, y'all, it's been a minute since I actually done a video, but let's go and get started on this. A lot of y'all are still on this, I'm gonna be this cold, heartless person till the right person come. But yet, when the right person come, you still being that hard, coldest person. Look, let me go and start the story first, and then I'll tell you how you should deal with situations like this. We gonna call her Chelsea. Now, Chelsea was my first girlfriend. Not really my first girlfriend, but my first girlfriend that we actually cared about each other, you know? Now this was back in high school. Now this, man, was a time where hormones are everywhere and everybody is looking for somebody. And it was cuffing season too. I'm not even sure if everybody uses the word cuffing season, but I'm just saying, look, anywhere from October to February, that's cuffing season. Me and this girl, we was cool, man. Like it was a good relationship. You know, we always talked to each other. We always, you know, wondered how each other felt about certain situations. It was just us growing together. And I honestly say that was quite of an experience, being able to be a part of somebody's life like that, watching them grow and then they're watching you grow, man. It's something nice to have, you know. Then also having somebody there for you that's, you know, is gonna be there for you, have the best interest there for you, man, you can't replace that. So I'm gonna just fast forward. Now, I'm gonna go about like 9 months in. So about 9 months into the relationship, I mean, we know what we're good at, what we're bad at. We practically just know each other. Like, we just really know each other, how we will react to certain things. It's just, we know how each other are. Now, when I was in high school, I played sports. I played football and I played baseball. Anybody that's played baseball knows how busy a baseball season is. And then everybody that plays football knows if you actually trying to make it somewhere, you don't have that much time on your hands, but you got to make time for the people that you love. So we in football season. We got together like in November. Okay, let's say that. We got together in November. It is 9 months later, so we're like September, August, you know, we're in there somewhere. It's football season. Like, we are practicing, but I always tried to make time for this girl because I had high hopes for myself as well. I'm talking, I wanted to go to college, play football, possibly make it to the NFL, CFL, anything. I had my dreams set and I wanted her to be there with me. But on the other end, she was looking at it as if, you know, I wasn't there for her. I'm always too busy. I'm never making time for her. Which in retrospect, I always want to go see her. I always try to make time for her, at least every weekend. But then you know when you got your first vehicle and your parents, or your mama or your daddy telling you can't go see them every weekend. Yeah, we've all been through that. So what turned into me not being able to see her every weekend or at least once a week turned into once every 2 weeks, then once every 3 weeks, and then it just turned into something that just, it wasn't time there. And I'm not making an excuse for her, because what she did was a little booty. Thing was, I would always try and talk to her every day. Always text her good morning, you know, see how she's doing. When I get out from practice, I'm talking to her. Usually I'll fall asleep on her sometimes, but I'll try my best to stay up. But the thing was also, anybody that's dealing with somebody that doesn't do as much as you won't understand as well. It's like, if you got a goal in mind, let's say this, you want to be the best fisherman around. You actually got to go out there and fish. You got to see what bait works well. You got to see what actually works, and that's going to take some time. If you got somebody on your side that's coming with you or that's saying that they support you, but then when you put the time into it and you don't have as much time for them, they start seeing, okay, he's doing this or he's putting this ahead of me or something. I think that's how she took it. But either way, what happens is some bull. Let me go ahead and start with that. This was around the time I could take the ACT again. So I was taking the ACT, getting ready for to take that. And this was the morning of the ACT. Now, mind you, I woke up at like 6 in the morning just to make it there on time. I went there, took the test. When I got out, I'm tired, I'm hungry. Y'all know about the ACT. That thing like 4 hours long. When I got out and then I got into my car, like just trying to regain myself, I looked at my phone and it's a long, like it's like 5 or 6 text messages back to back to back to back. Oh, y'all, matter of fact, I still got the messages, but here's how it went. She basically said, oh, you haven't texted me all day. You didn't tell me good morning. I'm feeling stressed out. Let's not do this anymore. And promise you not, this is exactly how it went. And she, you know, just saying, you know, basically the relationship doesn't feel like a relationship anymore and we haven't been talking much. And she was wondering why we were still together and stuff like that. Here's my thing. For one, never break up with somebody during a text message. Like, if you got to, either get on the phone or tell them in person. That way you can let everything out then. And I understand, man, relationships, they are stressful, but you gotta find somebody that's willing to go through the stress with you. So I mean, I'm texting her, I'm calling her, she's not picking up the phone, she's not texting back. I'm just like, what is going on? And so eventually she just keeps texting back, but it's like very little what she's saying. Like, I'll ask her like 2 or 3 questions and then she'll only answer to one of them. And I see how y'all females be feeling, you know, talking about, you know, you can't send a paragraph of what the problem is and then they only send you one sentence. My philosophy is anything could be talked out in a relationship, anything. So I'm actually trying to talk to her. I'm like, what are you stressed out about? And then she's just like, life. I'm like, okay, what about life? What's going on? And pretty much everything she had brought up, I was like, look, I can help you with this. This isn't a problem. And then mind you, she hasn't been asking me for help. Like I said, every night or every day I would try to talk to her, see what's going on, see if she's okay, does she need help with anything. I always make sure of that. And she would never tell me. See, this is why I be getting on most of y'all females on Facebook. How can you complain about someone not helping you with the situation, but then when somebody asks, you don't tell them what the problem is? What type of sense does that make? Then, you know, it gets to the point where I'm just trying to talk to her. I'm just trying to see what's up. I'm just like, why are we breaking up? What's the point? Why are we breaking up? And then she would never give me a reason. It's like, I'm sure we've all been through that one relationship where y'all just break up or like y'all just stop, not even stop talking, because that don't happen in a relationship. When you just break up and there's no real reason on why you broke up or you never got a reason. You know what I'm saying is you never got that type of closure. You never got the closure. That's like, if you go in, you take a test and then you fail that test, but then you ask the teacher, okay, what questions did I miss? He don't tell you. How do you know what you got wrong? How can you learn from this so this won't happen again on another test or with another person? You just don't know. Now, mind y'all, I was salty. I was really salty because this was around the time Bryson Tiller's song came out. Been That Way? Oh yeah, everybody was listening to that song. And I promise you not, I could not go anywhere without hearing that song. I just need some peace and quiet. Man, matter of fact, let me see what type of music is on. Bryson Tiller's new smash hit, Always Been That Way. Bryson Tiller, who's this? I wanna know how we became so distant. Oh, no, I can't listen to this mess, man. The way we fell in love, it was almost instant. I'm trying to find a way around it. Bro, girl, tell me how you feel about it. It's not turning down. Bro, bro, bro. Hey, what's up, bro? Oh, what's up, man? Hey, how you and your girl doing, man? Bruh, why you asking me questions? Bro, I'm just asking, man. Nigga. And to be honest, I feel like nobody can help me but the one person I wanted to talk to. And mind you, I still tried afterwards. Now, I don't chase nobody, all right? We know this. Trey don't chase nobody. But the thing was, I was willing to fight for the relationship. There's a difference between chasing and willing to fight for something that you love or you believe in. And I promise you not, this girl told me to not text her or quit texting her and quit calling her. I was just like, dude, bro, like, I'm for it just hit me in the face. And it's like, even while I'm down, you still hit me. Honestly, still to this day, I still don't know the reason. But even with that, man, it's tough, man. Relationships are tough regardless. And it was hard trying to adjust from you usually talking to somebody every single day and being a big part of your life into they're not there at all. It's a big switch. But as months go by, I'm just trying to get my mental state back together. You know, get my heart back, you know, because she just threw that stuff in the trash. You know, I'm trying to get myself back together. And it's just like, as time went on, it got easier and easier for me to accept the fact that, well, for one, we weren't going to get back together. And then two, certain things happen for a certain reason. Because I can honestly say there was some good and bad that came along with this. Bad-wise, I'm not giving my heart to a female like I did with her. Like, I did not try as hard as I possibly could with anybody else since then. Now, I'm not saying I didn't try or I haven't tried since then. Some of y'all dudes or some of y'all females be making an excuse, oh, I've been hurt before, as a reason to not try. But then you gonna complain about being single or that these other folks ain't nothing when they doing the same thing you doing, because they been hurt before. Just because you've been hurt isn't an excuse to not try. Be quite honest with you, I would love to spend time with a female or to give my heart like I actually did with that last female. But some of the good that actually came out of this as well, you realize not every love is the same type of love. You're gonna love, like you love your mama different than you love your sister. It's like the love has a different feeling to it. There are over 1 billion people on this planet. Over 1 billion people. There is bound to be more than just one that is for you or that you would like. It's bound to be. But on a quick side note, don't be afraid to love. Don't be afraid to love. Because who knows, the person that messed you up the most, the next person that comes might just be the one for you. And if you blow them off just because of what somebody else did, you just blew your chance at happiness because you bitter or you mad about something. Live, man. Living don't mean go out there and be a hoe. Like, don't, look. Live your life with standards. Have a goal. Do something. Have something in mind that you want to do. Life is all about decisions and relationships. Also, it's a lot of stuff, man, you might not even get an answer to. But you know what? You got to be able to live on. You got to live past things. You can't be bitter just because of what one person did. Don't let one bad apple spoil the whole tree. But to my first girlfriend, if you're watching this, just know, I miss you. And by I miss you, I mean the clothes you used to buy for me. Because nigga used to be walking around looking. Oh yeah, but I'm gone, man.